Thank you, Grand Marshal Huang. Please remain standing for the national anthem. You will be led by Aubrey Fry, Liam Malaro, Ben Proctor, Vanessa Romance, and Catherine Turnquist. Please remain standing afterwards for the invocation to be delivered by the Reverend Laurie J. DeMott.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Let's bow our heads. We are gathered here to honor the work of these graduates and bless them as they enter into a new phase of their lives. For some, this day feels as if it has come upon them too quickly. It feels like such a short time ago that they met the friends who now they will be leaving. For others, this day feels as if it has been a long time in the making, requiring perseverance through difficult days. But whether the years have flown by or whether they have been marked by challenges and detours, every graduate today knows that they would not be here without the help of the many loved ones who have been with them through it all. When they walk across this stage, they will be accompanied by the hearts of those who have made this day possible. And so on their behalf, I would like to take this moment to offer thanks. We give thanks for faculty who taught them and challenged them. We give thanks for friends who supported them, who made the rough times bearable and the good times full of joy. We give thanks for their families, who dreamed of this day for them and believed that they could achieve that dream. And we give thanks for loved ones gone, who would be so filled with pride to see them today, and who are here in spirit with them. On behalf of the families, friends, faculty, and staff of this college, we ask that these graduates be blessed in the years ahead as they have been abundantly blessed in their time here at Alfred University. Amen.
Please be seated. Good morning to you all. My name is Charles Edmondson. I'm the 13th president of Alfred University, and it is my privilege to welcome you to what should be the happiest day on every campus, Commencement Day. This is not a funeral mass, this is commencement. And so I want you to not only enjoy the success that you have earned, graduates, I want your families to feel free to enjoy them. And if you have small children, they get restless, do not worry. We expect to see them here enrolled in just a few years, and that is the price for our tolerance. Before we proceed, I want to introduce some members of the Board of Trustees who are here. The Board of Trustees have the ultimate authority for the well-being of Alfred University, and I'd like to ask them to stand and be recognized when I call their names. I would request no applause until we have finished. Let's begin with Bradley J. Burwald, Dr. Joseph Cesarano III, Gregory R. Connors, Dr. John A. Edmond, Terry S. Galanis, Jr., Leslie J. Gelber, Chairman, Frederick A. George, J. L. Haberlin, Thomas R. Hinman, James M. Jordan, Dr. Robert R. McCumsey, Victoria A. Meyer, Dr. Terry A. Michalski, Dr. Marlon Miller, Jr., Craig J. Peretz, and Robert L. Stevens, Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, the Board of Trustees. And now it's my privilege to introduce the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Richard Stevens, who will serve as the Master of Ceremonies for today's proceedings.
Am I on? Okay, here we go. Welcome to Commencement. This commencement celebrates Alfred University's 179th year of educational service and leadership. That's a spectacular record. As always, there's a few housekeeping items. There are emergency exits. Please look around. It says point them out in parentheses. There we go. Medical emergency assistance is available at the ambulance located near the gym entrance on the parking lot side of the building, back there. Photos. Many of you will want to take photos. You are welcome to take photos, and you're welcome to come to the front to do so. We just ask that you not crawl over each other to do so. No elbows, no body slams. Please and thank you helps a lot as you're doing that. Finally, I want to recognize the contributions of Mr. Larry Casey, who as always and forever has pronounced without error the names of our graduates. I also want to thank Assistant Registrar Terry Sills, Carol Slisky, and Laura Grove, who are helping on stage. And now the ceremony. We will begin with the conferment of the honorary degree. Will Gary Ostrauer please escort Mr. Stanley Schneider to center stage?
It's an honor to be here, and it's an honor to present this honorary degree. I see many students that I'm familiar with over the course of the last 4 years, Meredith, Kyle. It's an honor to have taught you. I'll be remembering that for the rest of my life. I also want to note that yesterday in Boston, a court decision was issued that has some relevance to what you're going to hear today. And with that, I'm going to say then that Mr. President and graduates and guests, the Bill of Rights, more specifically, the Fifth and the Sixth Amendments to the United States Constitution, provides protection for many of those we most need to protect. It ensures rights for unpopular minorities. Protections for popular majorities rarely need because they are popular, and because they are popular, that is to say, they simply need not that kind of protection. No one understands this better than Stanley Schneider, a former history major and a 1971 graduate of Alfred University. For over 50 years, Mr. Schneider has defended individuals accused or convicted of homicide in Texas, a state where executions rival the popularity of the Dallas Cowboys. What Mr. Schneider does takes courage. It takes moral courage. In his own words, he has defended the undefendable, men and occasionally boys for whom we have precious little sympathy. Our system of justice entitles every person to a right of defense involving legal counsel. Mr. Schneider has consistently provided this counsel. His efforts have established legal precedents, overturned convictions, won new trials, and most notably, even led to changes in law. Historian Thomas Cahill, who delivered the commencement address from this very stage 15 years ago, once wrote that there are no good arguments for the death penalty. The death penalty is enforced almost exclusively against defendants who are poor. It too often condemns innocent defendants to death. It does not deter murder. Death penalty states, in fact, have the highest rates of homicide. The death penalty is expensive. It's time-consuming. It confuses revenge with justice. Most countries committed to the rule of law have consigned it to the trash heap of history, leaving Russia and China and Iran championing the case for capital punishment. Mr. Schneider understands this, and like most of us, he has converted his understanding into a way of life. His work has earned him accolades from state and national and even international groups, but he does not work for recognition. A sample of these accolades will convey the high regard of his colleagues. The Criminal Justice Section of the Texas State Bar has named him as the outstanding criminal justice lawyer. The Texas Lawyer, which is a professional journal, has listed him as a super lawyer. The Texas Lawyer's Guide named him one of the 4 top criminal defense lawyers in Texas, and in 2011, one of the 25 greatest Texas lawyers of the past quarter century. That same year, he received the Argentine government's Order of Merit. I just recently learned this morning that he's inducted into the Texas Defense Lawyers Hall of Fame. There's more. There's a lot more. We have limited time. Mr. President, I am honored to present Stanley Schneider for the conferral of the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, in recognition of Mr. Schneider's lifetime achievements as a defense counsel who has stood for the rights of those who society might otherwise forget.
In recognition of these accomplishments and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Alfred University, I hereby confer upon you, Stanley G. Schneider, the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, with all of the rights, privileges, and obligations thereto appertaining, and I direct that your status be noted in the alumni records of Alfred University, and I hand you your diploma. Congratulations, Dr. Schneider. As Dr. Osterauer says, there is a great deal that one could say, and I would direct your attention to the notations in the program about Dr. Schneider's many accomplishments. But I thought it would be appropriate today to make one more remark before introducing him. And that remark comes from a former history professor, Gary Horowitz. Sorry, Gary, I almost put you in the past there. Some of the faculty remember Gary Horowitz well. We asked Gary Horowitz what he would say about Stan Schneider, and he gave us the following quote: "What you see is what you get, a criminal defense attorney who is committed to the principle that every person, regardless of the crime with which he or she has been charged, no matter what public opinion might say, deserves the best possible legal defense before, during, and after a trial." With that, Stanley Schneider.
Thank you, President Edmondson, and Gary, thank you very much. This is truly a humbling experience. Congratulations, class of 2015. It's a tremendous honor for me to be sharing this weekend, this wonderful day with you and your families. I have lots of memories of Alfred. I don't remember who the commencement speaker was at my graduation. I do remember wanting the speeches to end. For those of you who are like me, I will try to keep my remarks short. While it's a personal honor to address you today, I feel a tremendous responsibility to encourage you to look at today as a true commencement, a beginning, not just an end of your life experience. This is your day, the culmination of 4 years of education and the beginning of your next chapter that is yet unwritten. In preparation for my remarks, I reflected on my life, my wonderful wife, Susan, my children, Alexandra and Michael, my parents, who I wish were here today, my career, the choices I have made. I want to share the lesson I learned in hopes that I might ignite a spark in you to challenge you as you start on the path of the rest of your life. When I graduated in 1971, I never dreamt that I would ever return here as a commencement speaker. In all probability, no one on campus in 1971 would ever have envisioned me as a future commencement speaker. At graduation, I remember wondering where I would be in the fall. Being commissioned as a lieutenant in the Army and still waiting to be accepted to law school, I wondered if Vietnam was my future. Being a criminal defense lawyer or arguing before the Supreme Court of the United States were not on my 22-year-old radar screen. On the day I graduated, I remember feeling afraid of an uncertain future. Tomorrow, you will realize what a wonderful, safe place Alfred is. The day you enrolled, you knew exactly what you had to do to graduate. Your path for success was plainly marked. College is something that you complete. Life is something you experience. A friend of mine at age 58, after completing a dirt bike race, commented that life is not a spectator sport. No truer words were ever spoken. The exciting thing about your future is that you will soon learn that there's no core curriculum in life. The entire world is full of electives. The paths available to you are infinite, and the results are uncertain, which lead many to wonder, how do you know that the path that you choose today is the right path? You don't. Life is described by Robert Frost's Lonesome Traveler: two roads diverge in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. You will have multiple choices each day that it will impact the course your life will take. Your direction will be influenced by the people that you meet as you will influence them. Look around you. Each of you, in some way, have influenced the decisions that your friends have made for their future. When I got to college, law school was not an objective. I thought I might become a teacher like others in my family. Before my junior year, I heard about a guy I knew growing up who was drafted into the Army out of law school. Law school became something that I thought about. I have memories of working on Charles Goodell's senatorial campaign in 1970 with two friends, Pete Dingman and Owen Dratler. We talked about taking the LSAT and going to law school. We formed a plan. Without Owen or Pete's influence, I don't think I would have ever applied. It is easy to look back over time and identify events or people that changed your life. When I thought about lawyers, I envisioned Raymond Burr as Perry Mason. The only lawyers I knew growing up either worked for the state of New York or wrote wills. Neither sounded exciting or appealing. Gary Horowitz, my advisor here, suggested I get an MBA and a JD, study in Europe, and become an international lawyer, whatever that was and whatever that meant. Having never left the Northeast, I thought that would be the exciting adventure. Instead, I traveled to San Antonio, Texas, to attend St. Mary's University Law School with the idea of returning to civilization in the East as soon as possible. As a first-year law student, I heard that there was a great lawyer named Warren Burnett trying a murder case in downtown San Antonio. I wanted to see what a great lawyer looked like. I was also curious to see a real courtroom. I will never forget the moment I first saw Warren Burnett and heard his hypnotic voice. All attention was on him. He was the focus of the jury, the judge, the audience, and most importantly, me. He was bigger than Perry Mason. His voice commanded respect, and when there was silence, I found myself wanting to hear his voice. Each afternoon for 2 weeks, I returned to that courtroom to watch and listen. I wanted to do what Mr. Burnett was doing in that courtroom. For the first time in my life, I had a vision for my future. As I stepped into that courtroom to watch that trial, I was also taking my first step on my journey to become a trial lawyer and living in Texas. As graduation approached, the decision to stay in Texas became easier and easier, even though my parents wanted me to return to New York. I was determined to succeed on my own. I found work in a prison representing inmates. My job was to help the inmates appeal their conviction. While working in that prison, I met a Texas death row inmate named Fred DeRoe. That encounter changed my life forever. I was asked by Fred's lawyer to visit him. I was tasked with the responsibility of talking Fred out of waiving his appeal so that he would not be executed. I was successful, and Fred is a free man today. But that is not the story. Normally, I had the run of the prison where I worked, but to visit death row, I had to make special arrangements. I had to be accompanied by a prison guard captain. Death row was different. Unlike other parts of the prison, it was punctuated by a sense of stillness and isolation. I was directed to Fred's cell, and as I approached, I saw him standing behind the bars. I held out my hand and introduced myself. I remember Fred looking at my hand, hesitate before taking it, and then we talked. When we were finished, I held up my hand again. We shook hands. As I walked from the cell, the guard tapped me on the shoulder and said, "If you ever touch a death row inmate again, you will be fired." No one is allowed to touch an inmate on death row. It was hard for me to understand how a system could establish a rule that a person could not have any human contact, even a simple act of shaking hands. I wondered if the rule was to punish the death row inmate or to protect the guards. The sense of inhumanity and my feeling of shame was almost overwhelming. Through my work in the prison, the unfairness and arbitrariness of the judicial system became apparent. The perception that the system was not always just became its foundation for my life's work. My life became a quest for justice and fairness. It became apparent that my life was to be defined by the law, and being a lawyer defined me. My journey from sitting in your seat to standing here before you is a dream fulfilled. Last January, I argued and won before the Supreme Court of the United States. While I know of one other Alfred graduate, Warren Wolf, who also successfully argued before the court, very few lawyers reached that pinnacle of achievement. The argument itself was the greatest professional accomplishment of my career because of the incredible and intellectual challenging as well as most humbling. I was driven by a desire to succeed before the High Nine on the Potomac, but there was also the fear of failure in front of the 25 friends and relatives who secured seats in the court that day to listen to my argument, and then the countless others who make a living scrutinizing every word spoken in an argument. For over 40 years, I have been driven by a desire to protect and help people, even those who have done unthinkable things, from my perception of a system that is both unjust and unfair. I enjoy getting up each morning ready to confront the challenges of that day. When I get ready to argue or pick a jury, my palms begin to sweat as I anxiously await the commencement of a proceeding. I thrive on that nervous tension. In short, I love what I do. That is the lesson of my story. Life is a series of choices that you hope will lead you to success and happiness. Each day you will make decisions, and those decisions will impact the very essence of your being. Find what you love in life, in your work and in your relationships. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to do truly great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, don't settle for less and keep looking. You will find that success is defined in many different ways. Others will constantly be grading your achievements. But you can't live someone else's life or make decisions to please others. When I first started my practice in Houston, my parents often questioned my choice to be a criminal defense lawyer. After reading about one of my cases in the news, the headline read, "Sex shop lawyer will seek appeal," my mother commented, "I don't know whether to be ashamed or proud of you." Judge yourself. Your success will come from your own sense of decency and accomplishment. Excel at what you choose to do. Don't settle for being simply competent. Excellence today is a rare commodity. Find your passion in life. Make a conscious choice to perceive challenges as something beneficial so that you can deal with them in the most productive ways. Create your own style. I quickly learned that I could not be Warren Burnett. I had to find my own voice. Follow your heart and intuition. Draw on your success here at Alfred to enjoy the electives you choose on your journey to success and happiness. I followed my heart and found a career that was challenging and fulfilling. I've made my mark in law. I challenge each of you to find your own passion in life and dare you to reach for your dreams. Congratulations, class of 2015. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Stan. I've rarely heard a more clearly stated example of making the positive choice and thriving on challenges. And now, let us proceed to the conferment of degrees. It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Nancy Evangelista, the Associate Provost for Graduate and Professional Programs and Dean of the College of Professional Studies.
Good morning, everyone. I have the distinct pleasure of opening our conferral of degrees with graduate students in our doctoral, master's, and certificate programs. Mr. President, will the faculty responsible for the doctoral programs in ceramics, glass science, and material science, and the candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy, please stand? Mr. President, standing before you are the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. They have completed all requirements as set forth by the faculty. I am pleased to present them to you for conferment of degree. Would the candidate and your advisor please come forward to the stage in order for us to present you with the hood of your degree. The remaining faculty may be seated. Patrick Kenneth Kresge, advised by Dr. Arun Varshnaya.
Patrick Kenneth Kresge, in recognition of your accomplishments, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Alfred University Board of Trustees, and upon the recommendations of your faculty, I hereby confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy with all the rights, obligations thereunto appertaining, and direct that you be vested with the hood of the degree. Congratulations, Dr. Kresge.
Mr. President, will the faculty responsible for the doctoral program in school psychology and the candidates for the degree Doctor of Psychology please stand? Mr. President, standing before you are the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Psychology. They have completed all requirements as set forth by the faculty. I am pleased to present them to you for conferment of degree. Would the candidate and your advisor please come forward to the stage in order for us to present you with the hood of your degree. The remaining faculty may be seated. Joseph Palomara, advised by Dr. Mark Fugate.
Joseph Palomara, in recognition of your accomplishments, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Alfred University and upon the recommendations of your faculty, I hereby confer upon you the degree Doctor of Psychology with all the rights, obligations, and responsibilities thereto appertaining, and direct that you be vested with the hood of the degree, and I hand you this diploma. Congratulations, Dr. Palomara.
Solma Michelle Rowland. Advised by Dr. Edward Gahan. Sorry, he's here.
Sulma Michelle Rowland, in recognition of your accomplishments and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Alfred University and upon the recommendations of your faculty, I hereby confer upon you the degree Doctor of Psychology with all the rights, obligations, and responsibilities thereto appertaining, and direct that you be vested with the hood of the degree, and I hand you your diploma. Congratulations, Dr. Rowland.
Kelly Jo Sisson, advised by Dr. Chris Laubach.
Kelly Jo Sisson, in recognition of your accomplishments and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Alfred University Board of Trustees, and upon the recommendation of your faculty, I hereby confer upon you the degree Doctor of Psychology with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. I direct that you be vested with the hood of the degree, and I hand you your diploma. Congratulations, Dr. Sisson.
Chad Swanson, advised by Dr. Mark Fugate.
Chad Swanson, in recognition of your accomplishments, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Alfred University, and upon the recommendation of your faculty, I hereby confer upon you the degree Doctor of Psychology with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining, in token whereof I direct that you be vested with the hood of the degree, and I hand you your diploma. Congratulations, Dr. Swanson.
Mr. President, will the candidates and faculty in the Master of Fine Arts degree programs, the terminal degree in their field of study, please stand? They're there. Mr. President, standing before you are the candidates for Master of Fine Arts degree. They have completed all requirements as set forth by the faculty. I am pleased to present them to you for conferment of degree. The faculty may be seated.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Alfred University, and upon the recommendations of your faculty, I hereby confer upon you the degree Master of Fine Arts with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining, and I invite you to come to the podium to receive your diploma and permit me to congratulate you.
Kelly Brenner Justice. William Pierce Preman. Jesse J. Ring. Sarah Catherine Roberts. In Electronic Integrated Arts, Daniel James Anderson. Mingli Jiang. Shujin Zhang. Yishin Kaong. David Federico Palacios Ceballos.
Mr. President, will the candidates and faculty in the master's degree programs in engineering, school psychology, counseling, education, and business administration please stand? Mr. President, standing before you are the candidates for master's degrees. They have completed all requirements as set forth by the faculty. I am pleased to present them to you for conferment of degree. The faculty may be seated.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Alfred University, and upon the recommendations of your faculties, I hereby confer upon you the master's degrees you have earned and which are outlined in the program, and I invite you to come to the platform to receive your diplomas and allow me to congratulate you.
The degree Master of Science in Ceramic Engineering, Anastasia Monique Friedel. In Glass Science, Andrew John Lanfear. In Materials Science and Engineering, Paul Edward Swartz. Ross Johnson Stewart. The degree Master of Arts in School Psychology, Molly Teresa Butler. Jillian Kathleen Rose Dye. Amy Kathleen Fisk. Rebecca Lynn Holroyd. Tia Chanel Lomax. Courtney Eileen Lupton. Jacqueline Marie Mistretta. Caitlin Renee Spike. The degree Master of Science in Education in Teaching Literacy, Jacob William Spadoni. Alexander John Taylor. In Counseling, Stephanie Teresa Berquist. Christopher Lee Lopez. Kayla Vossler. In Mental Health Counseling, Antoinette Michelle Biesemer. Carrie Ann Blatz. Kayla Lynn Curtis. Renee Francis Duquette. Heather Lynn Eisenhower. Marianne Joy Herzing. Christine Barbara Quilos. Carolyn Elizabeth Mahaney. Kate Elizabeth Simons. Jonathan M. Ugaldi. The degree Master of Business Administration in Accounting, Paige Elizabeth Maxine Jensen. Delwyn Walter Schneider.
Congratulations, Paige. Thank you.
Maria Laura Starr.
Congratulations.
Tonggan Wang. In Business Administration, Robert James Salino. Emily Ann Donovan. Derek Echeverria. Zayaju Ku. Autumn Dawn McLane. Kevin Matthew Miller.
Congratulations. Get on that plane.
Jessica Lynn Mitchell.
Congratulations.
Joseph Ward Reinhardt Jr.
Congratulations, Jessica.
Christopher John Steves.
Congratulations, Jacob.
Yep, thank you. Yep.
Congratulations. You will note in your program students who have completed their certificates of advanced study in school psychology and counseling in off-campus locations. Also listed in your program are graduate students in our downstate programs who will have a separate commencement in Brooklyn next month. These students are also deserving of our congratulations and recognition. Please join me in a final round of applause for all of our graduate students who have completed their advanced degrees. Good work. And I'd like to welcome to the podium Kathy Woofter, Vice President for Student Affairs.
Thank you, Dr. Evangelista. Good morning, everyone. It's my great pleasure to introduce our 2015 Marlon Miller Outstanding Seniors, starting with the Outstanding Senior Woman, Brennan Ferguson. Brennan will be graduating today with majors in chemistry and environmental studies and a minor in mathematics. And she is also the graduate today with the highest GPA in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. One of her 5 nominators, Dr. Bowers, wrote the following, and I'm going to quote from his letter. Brennan is tops in the classroom and the research environment, having already presented the fruits of her research at national and international meetings, co-authoring 2 peer-reviewed scientific publications with me in the Journal of Physical Chemistry, and contributing significantly to several additional presentations, publications, and theses during her senior year. It is entirely reasonable to assume that Brennan will be a co-author on at least 3 publications by the time she graduates, or shortly thereafter, which is a productivity level that would earn her a PhD in many science programs. Brennan has had 3 summer research experiences, including a highly prestigious internship in Germany. And she is a member of Phi Beta Kappa, Phi Kappa Phi, and Sigma Psi. There is no doubt that Brennan is an academic superstar, but being named Outstanding Senior Woman reflects more than that. She has served as tennis team co-captain during the team's most successful period in many years. She is a big sister and the action figure group leader for the honors program and treasurer for the chemistry club. She has also been part of the varsity basketball team, the equestrian program, the Alfred University honors program, and the student athlete advising committee, as well as being a lab TA and a tutor. Notably, she has earned our Empire 8 Athletic Conference's Sportsmanship Award in both tennis and basketball. Brennan is headed to Clemson University in the fall to pursue a PhD in environmental engineering. Please welcome Brennan Ferguson.
I would like to thank you, faculty, friends, and especially the graduates of 2015 ahead of time for your attention in case some of y'all fall asleep by the end of this speech. I am very honored and still a little surprised to be speaking in front of you today. I grew up in a town right outside New Orleans, so the first question I always get asked is why in the world did I choose to go to school in the middle of nowhere in upstate New York where it can snow in May? The funny reason I tell people is I want to escape the heat, the humidity, and the hurricanes. Unfortunately, I did not do a very good job of avoiding hurricanes since my time at Alfred, the Northeast has been hit by 2. So we have a joke in my family that the Ferguson children attract really bad weather. So you have me to thank, or I guess, depending on your perspective, blame for the 2012 hurricane day that we had. However, the real reason I came to Alfred was because it has the 3 most important attributes that I was looking for in a college. Alfred University has diversity. Even though we are small, Alfred University's 4 colleges draw students and professors with many different backgrounds and interests. We learn to embrace our differences and celebrate our individuality. Because of this, I have never been bored at Alfred, despite its isolated location. You learn an important life lesson here. Always be ready for the next surprise, because you never know what your fellow students left for you around the corner. Leaving Aid one evening after what I'm sure was a very delicious dinner, I saw mysterious blue lights in a tree. By now, I was used to Alfred's weirdness, and my biggest question was whether it was an art student's project or a renewable energy engineer's experiment with solar lighting. I later heard a rumor that it was indeed an art student's work. So as we prepare to embark on our journey in the real world, I challenge you, the class of 2015, to keep being different. Continue to champion your unique quirks and unconventionality. Anyways, being normal is overrated. Alfred University has passionate professors and students. When I first met an Alfred professor on my visit 5 years ago, I was amazed by the passion he has for his subject. My subsequent years at Alfred University has shown that this is a common occurrence here. The professors are enthusiastic about their fields and use such creative ways to share their knowledge with us. They might jump on top of desks to show the motion of an electron, use possibilities of dinosaur sightings to teach us what to put in lab notebooks, and sponges to gauge the class's comprehension. Every day, I am inspired by the passion of my fellow students who are involved in numerous clubs, sports, and extracurricular activities. I see passion when I observe a boffer fight right before finals, meaning students running around hitting each other with foam-padded swords. I see passion when a sports team is practicing at 6 a.m. in the morning, and tennis team, that's as good as a shout-out as y'all gonna get. And I see passion when my classmates conceive, plan, and execute their own events. In the years to come, I dare you, the class of 2015, to continue to follow your passion and defy the temptation of money and fame. Unless, of course, you're a lucky few who can have an opportunity for money and fame while also following your passion. Alfred University has an amazing support system composed of faculty, staff, and students. As an athlete, I learned the importance of a support system early on. My 5th grade basketball coach made my team do the Indian drill for conditioning. For you lucky people that have never experienced an Indian drill, the team jogs in a single file line. The first person in the line sprints around the court until they reach the back of the line, and then the next person does the same until each team member sprints at least once, if you're lucky. If anyone walked during the drill, the whole team had to run extra afterwards. At first, I thought this wasn't fair. I didn't walk, so why should I have to run the punishment? But then I realized if I would have ran my sprint a little faster, maybe my teammate would not have walked. Maybe if I cheered them on a little more, they could have found the motivation to push themselves a little further. We were all connected, and all our actions, both large and small, affected each other. Since then, I have tried to do my part to encourage the people around me to keep going and not walk, both on and off the court. Little things like just a smile, a compliment, helping a classmate understand their homework, or leading through example can make all the difference in a person's life, I challenge you, the class of 2015, to thank everyone who made a difference in your life and help you get to where you are today. We must thank our families, who must have done something right for us to be here right now. Our professors, who did their best to fill our brains with knowledge, no matter how unwilling we were at times. Our friends, who made the whole experience bearable. A quote that I saw on the Berlin Wall states, "Many small people who in many small places do many small things that can alter the face of the world." This quote perfectly describes our small community at Alfred University. So my final challenge for you, class of 2015, is to go out and alter the face of the world. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Brennan. It's now my pleasure to introduce our Marla Miller Outstanding Senior Man, Dan Totten. Dan is graduating today with his BFA, and he's joined here today by his parents, Bill and Ann, his sister Katie, and his partner Emily. To quote one of Dan's nominators, Corey Fecto in the Career Development Center, Dan Totten's art practice has broadened into civic involvement. He is invested in helping the community become a more civil and just environment, particularly with respect to gender inequalities. He is also concerned with the effects of modern life on the environment, and he strives to increase awareness of how individuals and communities can achieve a more balanced relationship with the natural world. Dan sees the arts as a way to facilitate introspection. Through workshops and programs, students come to their own determination about the types of people they want to be, end quote. This was most recently expressed through Dan's work in bringing Theater of the Oppressed to Alfred earlier this semester. On a campus that values the social change model of leadership, Dan stands out as one of our finest leaders. Dan received a Women's Leadership Research Grant in 2014 to study interpretations of genderism, and he received a Bernstein Leadership Award, also from the Judson Leadership Center. Dan has had several exhibitions, performances, and projects, both nationally and internationally. He has been a teaching assistant, workshop facilitator, and docent. He's had at least 5 internships, including at the Hornell Community Arts Center, Omega Spiritual Retreat, and our own Cohen Gallery. Following graduation, Dan will be heading to the Badlands of South Dakota for a while, and then, fortunately for us, back to Alfred for a bit. Please welcome Dan Totten.
Just a little adjustment before I start. Hey, y'all. So, thinking about what to talk about, I decided to go with something that we all did a lot in Alfred, and that we're doing right now. We're walking. I was talking to my friend a year back, and she seemed distressed. I asked her why, and she said that during a meeting with her sculpture teacher, she was advised to go for a long walk. My friend, having one of those existential crises that comes with an Alfred winter, told me, but I go on walks every day. I walk back and forth from my house. It's true. We walk a lot in Alfred, all up and down these hills. Every fall it takes getting used to. Our thighs and quads burn. Calves get a little more chiseled. We walk so much that half of us won't even go to the gym on account of this natural workout. We walk all the time, and most frequently from place to place. Hey, we'll even walk across this stage thing. Then we'll exit this building and walk into the next chapter of our lives. But what exactly is it about walking that warrants mention, that makes it a necessary action? This teacher wasn't simply alluding to an exercise of getting to somewhere. She was talking about a different kind of walk, one that isn't an objective, where we don't just treat that space in between the starting point and a destination for granted. She was talking about simply walking. When we walk for the sake of walking, we restore intimacy with our environment, our friends. When we give a walk the time it deserves, we give a part of ourselves. To really walk the walk, we need to slow down, look, observe, and ponder. As soon-to-be college graduates, we have developed all of these new ways of seeing. They are tools to see the undercurrents of our walks, be it the centripetal motion of our feet, the signs and meanings of highway symbols, a roadside ecology of what might simply assume is dirt and grass, or the inner workings of our actions. We can all take the same walk and get 1,000 things out of it with our applied knowledge. Or we could get nothing because we have a class to go to, a life to carry on with, our headphones on, or maybe we're in a bad mood. We are doing so much. Why would we even pause to see anything? We have to do everything else to meet our own trajectory. Some of us really need another degree or a job or to fulfill those promises to our parents and lovers. We really believe that there isn't time to pause. Well, we don't need to pause. Just walk. When we walk, we will really think about what is worthwhile, intimate, as well as what could be changed. We don't only think about ourselves, but we consider all in which passes. We need to be of the world and see that world around us to uncover, understand, and empathize. And after we've learned or noticed something comes the most important part, talking about it, sharing. Let's make meaning out of every single interaction we have. Let's listen and really hear what people have to say and begin to understand their language and the walks that they've been on. We sure are smart, but that's not enough. Let's become vulnerable. Let's take off our shoes, headphones, and release our senses to see and interact with all of it. Let's use these beautiful minds that we've made and reciprocate our knowledge with all people and reap in the sensual and intimate pleasures that are possible with every touch and through every moment of dialogue. We can create an ecstatic celebration with what is simply there if we just allow ourselves to be a part of it. Let's have fun and listen, Alfred. Thanks, y'all.
Dan, thank you. Now I'd like to call back up Provost Stevens.
At this time, we would like to recognize, even brag a little bit, about the top-ranking seniors by college or school. I'll ask each student to stand, and when I announce your name, please remain standing until I've completed your introduction. If you would, please hold your applause until all four are introduced. For the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, Brennan Owens Ferguson. Oh, go ahead. Brennan's degree is a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Studies and Chemistry with a 3.97 GPA. That's the bragging part. There. You have to hang in there. There you go. From the School of Art and Design, Nicole Rossi Anderson. With a BFA degree from Hubbardsville, New York, Nicole has a GPA also of 3.97. From the Kazuo Inamori School of Engineering, Elizabeth Ann Clark. Elizabeth has a Bachelor of Science, Glass Engineering Science from Webster, New York, a GPA of 3.86. And from the College of Professional Studies, Kelly Jo Marjorie Stein, a Bachelor of Science in Accounting from Scottsville, New York, a GPA of 3.94. Congratulations to them all. Okay, you guys can sit down. We will now recognize the undergraduate degrees. Will the candidates for Alfred University scholars in the University Honors Program please rise? Honors Program, please rise. I know you're there. Stand up. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, there we go. Stay up. Stay up. Don't sit down yet. The men and women standing before you are the students who have completed the requirements of the Alfred University Honors Program, as set forth by the faculty. Please join me once more in congratulating them on their accomplishments. Now let me call your attention to the graduates who will be wearing special honors cords signifying distinction. Their diplomas will carry the designations cum laude, with praise, magna cum laude, with great praise, summa cum laude, with highest praise. Before we proceed, let me recognize two groups who have contributed significantly to making this day possible for our graduates. The first group includes the families of our graduates. Will the parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, and other family members please rise and be recognized on this happy day? The second group to be recognized is the faculty. Will the faculty please rise and be recognized? We're getting there. Each dean will present the undergraduate degree candidates from their respective college. We begin with Dr. Lou Lichtman, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Dean Lichtman.
Will the degree candidates and faculty in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences please stand? Mr. President, the students standing before you are candidates for the Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science degree. They have met all the requirements as set forth by the faculty. It is my pleasure to present them to you for conferment of degrees. The faculty may be seated.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Alfred University, and upon the recommendation of your faculty, I hereby confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science, and request that you come to the platform to receive your diploma, and my congratulations.
The degree Bachelor of Arts, Sydney Marie Acevedo. Jennifer Cheryl Anderson. John Mark Anderson. Julianne Elizabeth Angie, cum laude, Alfred University Scholar. Audrey Danielle Arnold, summa cum laude. Roxanne Elaine Baker, magna cum laude, Alfred University Scholar. Nicole Rose Barone, cum laude. Maggie Kathleen Basca, cum laude. Thomas Albert Bowden. Rachel Ann Bahari. Christina Erna Baer. Diana Lee Bennett, magna cum laude. James Arthur Benson. Ethan Michael Best, cum laude. Jessica Nicole Beanick. Melissa Ann Bishop, magna cum laude. Molly Elizabeth Blair, cum laude. Kelsey Lynn Brand. Caitlin Lorraine Button, cum laude. Crystal Eve Cardona, cum laude. Crystal Chantel Carlton. Alicia Marie Caitlin. Brendan Patrick Collins. Kyle James Connor. David Allen Combs, Jr. Colby Bryant Cotton, cum laude. Elizabeth Rose D'Angelo Antonio, cum laude. Janina Joy Davis, summa cum laude, Alfred University Scholar. Robert Glenn Davis. Destiny Bell de la Cruz. Saranga Jude De Silva. Benjamin Douglas DeMarco. Taylor Leah Desio. Courtney Bishop Drake Cass, cum laude. Sarah Lauren Dykstra. Tomlinson William Ellis, cum laude. Amanda Lynn Emmerich. Sarah Beth Evans. Brennan Owens Ferguson, summa cum laude, Alfred University Scholar. April Elizabeth Fiacco. Andrea Elizabeth Finch. Lauren Elizabeth Fix. Ryan David Flatt. Tracy Jeanette Forrester, cum laude. Serena Lenora Forsyth. Aubrey Lee Fry. Leah McCall Fry, cum laude. Jennifer Karen Futterman, magna cum laude, Alfred University Scholar. Adam J. Gaggy. Julissa Stephanie Garan. Jillian Marie Gazzotti. Rachel Lynn Guzik. Alicia Elizabeth Haynes, cum laude. Mary Tess Hannafin, cum laude. Emily Taylor Harrison. Sean Robert Hilliard. Myasia Latrice Hillman. Courtney Marie Hopkins. Imani Catherine Horton. Anna Burgess Hool, cum laude. Victoria Idezernia.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Rachel Elizabeth Iredo. Matthew Peter Jacobs II. Rachel Lynn Carr. Colden Costello Knapp. Zachary Evan Cranefeld. Robert John Lamb. Matthew William Littolf. Victoria Ann Logel, magna cum laude. Jordan Marshall Liu. Holly Ellen Major, magna cum laude, Alfred University scholar. Zachary Adam Maldonado. Amanda Leah Mangerpan, magna cum laude. Samantha Nicole Marnin, magna cum laude, Alfred University scholar. Gwendolyn I. Marvin. Rachel Valerie Miller. Kyle M. Myers, cum laude. Kitiara Newman. Haley Diana O'Hagan Kammerling. Brianna Jane Opperman. Bridget Marie Ortiz. Jeremy Elijah Osak. Emily Renee Owens. Felix Gregorio Perez. Tess Lottie Plotzek, magna cum laude. Dustin Allen Power. Benjamin Bradley Proctor. Nola Marie Provost. Emily Ann Reckon. Jennifer Lauren Rhodes, cum laude. Cameron T. Robinson. Kaylee Marie Rogers.
Hey, I loved having you in class. Thank you.
Joseph Blaze Rogers, cum laude.
Congratulations.
Vanessa Romance. Joel Matthew Rudnick. Jeffrey Rudolph, cum laude.
Hey, Joe, nice to see you here today.
Good to see you.
Ashley
too, sir.
Alyn Sabarin.
Legend. Much love. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Stacy Marie Santee, cum laude. Marielle Renee Savoy. Bethany Lynn Scarlata, cum laude. Etzetta Ann Scarseth. Jeffrey Andrew Charles.
Hey, congratulations and good luck to you.
Isla Ruth Shieldkraut.
Good to see you, sir.
Meredith Jean Marie Scott, cum laude, Alfred University scholar. Hillary Elizabeth Setford. Amanda Lynn Schott. Matthew Scott Shipman. Charlene Marie Short. Shanice Stephanie Simpson.
Thank you so much.
Kyle Robert Sipowicz.
Hey, congratulations. Nice to see you.
John David Selesky III.
Congratulations.
Emily Katharina Smith, magna cum laude. Samantha Ann Smith. Erica Elaine Smythe, cum laude, Alfred University Scholar. Philip Anthony Stallworth. Daniela Lee Stebby, cum laude, Alfred University Scholar. Danielle Marie Strange. Stephanie Juliana Thomas, cum laude.
Thank you.
Luis Antonio Torres.
Thank you. Thank you.
Davis Eric Turner. Sarah Michelle Van Skyver, cum laude. Christopher Gabriel Velasquez, magna cum laude. John Edward Vorstadt, cum laude.
Love your flower. Congratulations.
Dalton Michael Walsh. Dakota James Ward, cum laude, Alfred University Scholar. Tiffany Lynn Weber.
Hey, good luck to you. Thank you very much.
Bryant Colin Wolf.
Congratulations and good luck.
Kyle Leon Woodard.
Best of luck. Thank you.
Courtney Brianne Ziegler, magna cum laude.
Please join me in a round of applause for all the graduates of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Now it's my pleasure to introduce to you Gerard Ederzel, the Interim Dean of the School of Art and Design.
Will the candidates and the faculty in the School of Art and Design please stand? Mr. President, the students standing before you are candidates for the Bachelor of Fine Arts or Bachelor of Science degree as appropriate. They have completed all requirements set forth by the faculty. I am pleased to present them to you for conferment of degrees. The faculty may be seated.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Alfred University, and upon the recommendation of your faculty, I hereby confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Fine Arts with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining, and request that you come to the podium to receive your diploma and accept my congratulations.
Receiving the degrees Bachelor of Fine Arts and Bachelor of Science, Joanne Marilyn Poyer, magna cum laude. The degrees Bachelor of Fine Arts and Bachelor of Arts, Olivia Carson Brum, cum laude, Alfred University Scholar. The degree Bachelor of Fine Arts, James Michael Akers, cum laude. Camille Van Dyke Ames. Nicole Rossi Anderson, summa cum laude, Alfred University Scholar. Teresa Andrioli Andrino, cum laude. Allison Marie Argento. Stephanie Jean Bayer, cum laude. Emily Christina Banks, cum laude. Olivia Clay Barber, cum laude, Alfred University Scholar. Paige Carly Bieber. Maria Teresa Bentley, cum laude. Carrie Elizabeth Berezuc, cum laude. Ryan Christopher Birch, magna cum laude. Joanna Lynn Carroll, magna cum laude, Alfred University scholar. Samantha Marie Case, magna cum laude. Zihao Chen. Kristen Lynn Clancy, cum laude. Hannah Rose Cowan. Camille Paola Cruz Martinez. Allison Hillary Derwallace. Michael Graham Downey. Rachel Alexandra Dubicki, cum laude. Skylar Burke Edwardson. Emily Jane Eisenberg, cum laude, Alfred University scholar. Renee S. Farley, cum laude. Alexandra Marie Feeney, cum laude. Wing K. Fong, cum laude. Angela Jenny Fletch, cum laude. Hannah Elizabeth Peischer Fox. Zachary Ryan Frank. Lauren Elizabeth Gallagher, cum laude. Alexandra Marie Gerbeck. Amanda Joy Gear. Brielle Landry Jancola, cum laude. Charles T. Golonkowitz. Alyssa Morgan Goot. Melanie Rebecca Gideson. Kaylin Zink Haggerty. Margaret Blair Hamilton, cum laude. Luke David Toshiro Hammond Thomas, cum laude. Alexandria Ann Harity. Catherine Irene Harrison. Rachel Mary Houseleden. Zoe Murphy Hauser, cum laude. Christine Ashley Krause. Ryanna Lee Lawson, cum laude. Song Won Lee, cum laude. Anna Hejun Jung Lim, cum laude. Valerie Kin Yu Ling, cum laude, Alfred University scholar. Ting Lu, cum laude. Liam Zachary Malero, cum laude. Kristen Alyssa Mansfield. Emmanuel Alonzo Marte. Samantha Jo Mattis. Ella Marie Medicus, magna cum laude. Jacob Horrell Miller. Haley Rose Nandig. Christine Marie Orr, cum laude.
Yes, Seymour!
Charisse Reve Peacock, cum laude. Austin Henry Peer. Olivia Ann Ramos, cum laude, Alfred University scholar. Megan Alice Roach, cum laude. Lillian Irene Rodriguez, magna cum laude, Alfred University scholar. Jeffrey Robert Rowland. Shahane Anachas Sahakian. Michael Anthony Scarantino. Emily Catherine Schell, cum laude, Alfred University Scholar. Samantha Barbara Shem. Frederick Andrew Shank Jr., magna cum laude. Hannah Elizabeth Shilsky, cum laude. Catherine Grace Schneider. Patrick S. Taylor. Claire Russell Thibodeau, cum laude. Brooke Alexis Tillotson. William Hunt Tinsman. Daniel George Totten, cum laude, Alfred University Scholar. Philip Aldo Truant. Catherine Elizabeth Turnquist, cum laude, Alfred University Scholar.
Thank you.
Nathan Robert Wood, cum laude. Nawin Jean. Ewan John.
A big round of applause for our graduates in the School of Art and Design. You may be seated. You may be seated. I would like to introduce my colleague, Dr. Doreen D. Edwards, Dean of the Inamori School of Engineering.
Thank you, Dean Edizel. Will the faculty and candidates in the School of Engineering please stand? Mr. President, the students standing before you are candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree. They have completed all of the requirements set forth by the faculty, and I am pleased to present them to you for conferment of degrees. The faculty may be seated.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Alfred University, and upon the recommendations of your faculty, I hereby confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Science with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining, and I request that you come to the platform to receive your diploma and accept my congratulations.
Receiving the degree Bachelor of Science in Biomaterials Engineering, Harley Elizabeth Cleary. Kelsey Michelle Gloss. In Biomedical Materials Engineering Science, Luke Evan Yeager. Maeve Ann Toomey. In Ceramic Engineering, Patrick Garrett Signo, cum laude, Alfred University Scholar. Bernadette Rita Claudette. Bradford K. Dalton Devine, cum laude. Nicole Marie Lober. Ryan Joseph Mann, cum laude. Diane Christine Matar, magna cum laude. Max C. Modugno. Martin Lewis Monk, Jr., cum laude. In Glass Engineering Science, David Eugene Baker, cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Clark, magna cum laude, Alfred University Scholar. Receiving the degrees Bachelor of Science in Materials Science and Engineering and Bachelor of Arts, Alyssa Mae Fuller. The Bachelor of Science in Materials Science and Engineering, Kane Joseph Cole. Stephen Richard Livodi, cum laude. Sean Thomas Ralph Locker, cum laude. Edward Conant Potter. The Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, James Maurice Brantley. James Gregory Mayo. In Mechanical Engineering, Corey James Bergendahl. Jacob Dylan Brown, cum laude. Jeffrey Michael Castellano. Gilwu Ching Dennehy, cum laude. Eric Mitchell Dubril. Nicholas Robert Dunn, cum laude. James Angelo Engel. Timothy Joseph Finn. Shakir Kamal Gaffney. Brady Ellis Gleason, cum laude. Zachary Kent Grove. Dylan Daniel Jones, cum laude. Kendall Ann Kosinski, cum laude. Kyle Clyde Luce. Brendan Anthony Mangino. Colin Patrick O'Connor, cum laude. Sanket Thakur Patel. Ethan Gregory Reed. Andrew Mark Schimmerhorn, cum laude. Matthew Joseph Schlagader, cum laude. Colin McLaughlin Sears. Peter Albert Tarashi, magna cum laude. Zachary Robert Toth.
So let's give a warm round of applause of congratulations to the graduates of engineering. It is my pleasure to introduce Dean Evangelista.
Hello again. Will the candidates and faculty in the College of Professional Studies please stand? Faculty? Great. Mr. President, the students standing before you are candidates for the Bachelor of Science or Bachelor of Arts degrees as appropriate. They have completed all requirements as set forth by the faculty. I am pleased to present them to you for conferment of degrees. The faculty may be seated.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Alfred University, and upon the recommendation of your faculty, I hereby confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Science or Bachelor of Art, and invite with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining, and I invite you to come to the podium to receive your diploma and accept my congratulations.
The degree Bachelor of Science, School of Business, Timothy William Angel. Zachary Joseph Bagdonis. Kelsey Ann Baker. Patricia Mirqua Banahena. Patrick Joseph Brown. James Donald Campanero.
Congratulations.
Brandon Carrasquillo.
Congratulations.
Keith Herbert Carrington. Lucas Ralph Chavez.
Congratulations, Keith.
Hannah Lynn Clark, cum laude.
Congratulations.
Amber L. Cooney. Conroy, pardon me. Amber L. Conroy. Seth B. Corso, cum laude. Frederick James Crilly.
Congratulations.
Lanaja Shanette Curry.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Carolina Del Rosario.
Congratulations, Lanaja.
Michael Richard Dombrowski. Thomas Walter Jelski II, cum laude.
Thank you.
Daniel Adolfo Gonzalez. Jonathan Kenneth Halpenny, magna cum laude.
Gonzalez. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Daniel Robert Hamilton. Alyssa Ann Hansen, cum laude.
Thank you so much.
Jalen Margaret Jones, cum laude.
All the bling. Congratulations. Thank you.
George Joseph Laudeser, cum laude.
Congratulations, Jalen. Thank you.
Chelsea Ann Marie Larson.
Congratulations.
Corey Michael Lassman, cum laude.
Congratulations, Chelsea.
Giuseppe Menino.
Aspen.
Dalton James Masca.
It's okay.
Marcel Kian McCullough. Brittany Sherelle Miller.
Congratulations.
Donna Marie Knupp. Cody Blair O'Connor. Timothy Ryan Pacheco, magna cum laude.
Thank you.
Erin Marie Patterson. Joshua Paul Phillips. Andrew Richard Rogacki. Jonathan Charles Ruffin. Casey Dalton Schaffer.
Mr. Ruffin, congratulations.
Gregory Robert Smith Wilcox.
Get it all together.
Kelly Jo Marjorie Stein, summa cum laude.
Congratulations.
Justin Ryan Tabell.
Kelly Jo, congratulations.
Alan Santos Wilt.
Work on that tassel there.
Nicholas Richard Wood. Mitchell Robert Wright, cum laude.
Congratulations.
The degree Bachelor of Arts, Division of Education, Zoe Elena Mastelar. The degree Bachelor of Science, Division of Athletic Training,
Congratulations, Zoe.
Robert Wesley Brodus Jr., cum laude. Garrick Nathaniel Conyers.
Thank you.
Michael T. Ferguson. Jeremy David Frank Lamont.
Congratulations to you.
Emily Maya Heslop, cum laude.
Congratulations.
Seiji Sekou Hinton. Brian Matthew Howland, cum laude.
Congratulations, David.
Tyler Jeffrey Jansen, cum laude.
Thank you.
Justin J. Liberta.
Congratulations.
Stephanie Justine Manti.
Congratulations to you.
James P. McCabe.
Thank you so much.
Robert Tyler Menlianica. Ashley Marie Quayle.
There he is. Congratulations.
Sammy Jo Lynn Shear. Taylor Nicole Tarajas, cum laude.
Congratulations.
Rachel Claire Williams.
Please join me in a final round of applause for all of our graduates in the College of Professional Studies. Everybody. Please welcome back to the podium Provost Stevens.
Almost done. There are 3 members of the class of 2015 who really wanted to be here today, but they actually wanted to be someplace else even more than here, and I want to call a little extra attention to them because in just about an hour or so they're playing in the Super Regional Sweet 16 of women's softball of Division III NCAA. Actually, yesterday during board meetings, I was streaming them. I probably shouldn't admit that, but I was watching the game. You can do likewise today. Allison Wickwire, Allison Hampton, and Samantha Jo Mueller. How about a round of applause for them? Now I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Bradley Burwald, class of 2000 and president of the Alfred University Alumni Association.
Will the graduates please rise? Good afternoon. To begin with, first, allow me to extend my personal congratulations to each and every one of you. Well done. Before we conclude today's ceremonies, I have the privilege of inducting you into the Alfred University Alumni Association. The Alumni Association was founded in 1886, which makes it nearly as venerable as the university itself, and it consists of more than 33,000 living Alfred alumni around the world. As students, you have been the beneficiaries of the educational experience that is Alfred University. As alumni, you are the caretakers of that experience. Fulfill your responsibility as stewards by participating in your alumni association. It's a great way to maintain existing friendships, develop new ones, and to help lead Alfred in the years ahead. You can help to preserve the full authority of the diploma you have just earned by being a good steward of the university that awarded it. On behalf of all of Alfred's alumni, past and present, I congratulate you on your academic achievement as we celebrate the passage of this important educational milestone in your life. Welcome to the Alfred University Alumni Association. We are delighted to have you. If they are not already there, please move your tassels to the left. Congratulations. You may be seated.
Thank you, Brad. One final item of housekeeping. You are all invited to attend receptions following these ceremonies in the various places. First, for the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences in the lobby of Aid Hall, for the School of Art and Design of the New York State College of Ceramics to McGee Pavilion and the Harder Hall lobby, for the Kazuo Inamori School of Engineering, Discovery Room, that is room 244 in Benz Merrill on the second floor, for the College of Professional Studies to the Olin Building, room 301, and for graduate counseling and school psychology to the Powell Institute on Sales Street. Now, a couple of final thanks. First, I'd like to ask you to express your gratitude to Chris Foster and the Alfred University Band for playing today. And secondly, before you leave this campus, do not fail to seek out that classmate, that friend, that professor who helped you when you really needed it most. You'll always be glad you did that, and if you don't do it today, I can tell you from experience, you'll regret it. And now I'd like to invite to return to the podium Aubrey Fry, Liam Mayero, Ben Proctor, Vanessa Romance, and Catherine Turnquist, now alums of Alfred University, to lead us in singing the alma mater, the lyrics of which are in the back of the program. I would request that the audience rise, remain standing then for the benediction to be delivered by Reverend Laurie J. DeMott, and remain standing thereafter until the platform party has recessed.
Can you play that F again, please? Thank you.
Nestled away mid the Empire State Hills, 'neath the watch care of sentinel pines, where the murmuring song of the brook hums alone, and a favoring star never shines. Yes, it shines in a valley so fair, where the forest trees share dominion o'er hillside and glen. Stands that pioneer college of Western New York. Alfred, we hail thee again. Hail to thee, Alfred, thou guide of our youth. Sweet benign mother, all hail. We hail thee. Sing out thy anthems of duty and truth. May thy clear ringing music ne'er fail, fail,
Yeah, there you go.
And now let us bow our heads. Cherishing memories forever sacred, strengthened by wisdom gained, molded by love that will endure, go forth from this place in confidence that you are ready to meet the challenges that lie ahead of you. And on behalf of your parents, your family, your friends, and the Alfred University community, we thank you for giving us this day, and we pray that the road ahead of you may be filled with peace. Amen.